Well, a new warning tonight to stay away from Lake Elsinore.
Test results show the lakes have high levels of algae blooms. The city has put out these warning signs urging people to stay out of the water.
The algae blooms may pose a health threat to both people and pets.
They're also warning not to drink the water or use it for cooking. Children and pets are especially vulnerable to toxins emitted by algae blooms.
Yesterday, we received news from the Santa Ana Regional Water Quality Control Board that heavy toxicity levels had been detected within our lake. Out of an abundance of caution, we have chosen to close our lake to recreational activities and body contact until new test results can be yielded.
We reached out to a number of different algal technology companies to help remove the biomass from the lake, and we set up these enclosed areas within the lake just to the east of, if you're familiar with the launch point area of the lake, that we've had several enclosures there, which are basically booms, flotation devices on top with curtains that went down to the bottom. So you're basically cordoning off or sectioning off a small, like say 400 square foot area of the lake. And then we specifically chose different types of treatment technologies to go ahead and implement in each one of those different areas. And we were going to evaluate them to see which one of those treatment technologies is the best at removing algal biomass from the lake in Lake Elsinore. Because Lake Elsinore is a very unique lake. We want to make sure that these technologies, yes, maybe they've worked in other areas of the country, maybe other areas of the world, but we want to make sure that's going to be effective in Lake Elsinore.
After several long months, our lake is finally ready to be reopened. This means that boating and fishing are once again permitted throughout our beautiful 3,000-acre jewel. My colleagues and I on the City Council want to thank you for your patience and decorum as we have been carefully monitoring the toxicity levels in our lake.
Hi, I'm Mayor Natasha Johnson, and I wanted to take a moment to address a matter that is important to all of us, the water quality of our lake. My colleagues and I have heard your concerns over the lake, and it has been my top priority as your mayor to implement change. I'm happy to announce a comprehensive lake management plan that will guide us for the next 20 years. We are calling this plan our roadmap to renewed and restored Lake Elsinore. I want to acknowledge the concerns that have been raised regarding the water quality of our lake. The occurrences of the algae blooms earlier this year have understandably sparked worry among our community members, and I want to assure you that we take those concerns of residents and your health very seriously.
I'm Councilmember Bob McGee. In the next 3 months, we will begin starting 3 exciting water treatment projects. The first water treatment project is the application of a safe and proven algicide into the lake. Everyone knows that I am an avid angler, so the safety of our lake and its biology is very important to that critical industry. That's why we are using a peroxide-based algicide, which is safe to all the fish and is often used to treat drinking water. This algicide will help us control algae blooms by directly killing the algae that produces harmful toxins while allowing our game fish population to thrive. This treatment is safe for the public, your family, your pets, and wildlife. There will be no need for closure of the lake during these treatments. We will also be attacking our high levels of phosphorus. Phosphorus enters the lake from runoff or internally from the nutrient-rich sediment stirred up on the bottom of the lake. When we have too much phosphorus in the lake, it can cause increases in algae growth. Lanthanum-based products work by removing the phosphorus from the water column and trapping it in the bottom sediment layer. Lanthanum is a naturally occurring element and is a safe and proven method for reducing phosphorus in lakes.
Hi, I'm Mayor Pro Tem Steve Manos, and welcome to Lake Elsinore's ultimate recreation destination, Launch Point. As part of our new lake management plan, we are excited to announce the use of Nanobubble technology to help us improve the lake. Nanobubbles are incredibly small, 2,500 times smaller than a grain of salt. These tiny bubbles are highly efficient at transferring oxygen into the water. Increasing our oxygen levels benefits the aquatic organisms due to higher dissolved oxygen levels in the water column, but also serves to increase oxygen near the bottom, decreasing the amount of phosphorus that is released from the lake bottom. Nanobubbles can also reduce algal bloom cell density by oxidizing, lysing, the cell membrane of the algae. Nanobubble treatment addresses the root causes of our lake problems: algae growth and nutrient imbalances. Nanobubbles work to actively reduce and prevent algae blooms and have the potential to greatly improve water quality efforts in Lake Elsinore.
When I first moved here, actually, the lake was a different color. There was a lot less visibility, a lot more algae buildup, and now it's actually a lot more clearer and very bluish, and you can actually see very far ahead.
If we go back to last year, we had a lot of algae bloom going on. The lake didn't smell so good. I mean, literally, if you came up here and walked up the water, you could smell it. And the color was horrible. And the difference, the change here is just phenomenal. The water is fabulous. It's the best condition it's ever been in. The city of Lake Elsinore has invested in new technology to clean the water up even further. And with our abundant rainfall we've had so far this year, the water is as blue as can be.